Don't look into my fridge. It's dirty. I need to clean it. Shh. And I'm excited about it. Don't forget the salt. Good morning, friends. Linda here from my fantasy homestead. We're gonna have a really busy day today. What I have noticed is I am running out of time in the mornings to actually cook, and we have almost eaten through all of our freezer meals, so I'm gonna make some chicken wraps that I can freeze, so I can pop them in the fridge in the evening, and then in the morning they will be ready to eat, you know, on the go, because the summer is starting to pick up. I have 2 weddings to go to in 2 different weekends, and then I have my work, and then I have the allotment and the garden, and we need to do a lot of errands for people. Yeah, see, it just adds up, like little bits everywhere. Chicken wraps. I'm doing, if you see the fluctuations in the light, I'm doing the mirror trick to get more sunlight in the kitchen, but there are clouds today in the sky, so they just go dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. I have decided upon 5 recipes of different wraps: chicken fajita wrap, Mediterranean wrap, barbecue chicken wrap, chicken veggie hummus wrap, and buffalo chicken wrap. For 3 of these, I'm gonna have to boil the chicken, I think, because it is shredded chicken, so it needs to be cooked. I'll probably start with that. And then we can start with the rest. I need to cut all of the peppers, I need to cut the chicken, I need to cut the onions. All of these recipes use pretty much the same items. I try to like sort it out so that they use the same ingredients and it would be a lot easier to just cook like a massive bulk and then just spice it up with different spices and sauces and everything else like that, and different ways how you cook it as well. And then you can just toss different veggies in there. Yeah? But base is pretty much the same. Chicken, onions and bell peppers. I have washed my bell peppers already. There's the wraps, onions, some carrots that I had this morning because I like snacking, and chicken. Don't look into my fridge. It's dirty. I need to clean it. Shh. I'm actually trying to do that. 1 thing a day. Clean it, clean it, clean it. I have gone through like a couple of cabinets and rearranged everything, and everything's really good. Start with these. While I'm prepping all of the veggies, I'll probably listen to something, because if I don't listen to anything, my brain just runs 100 miles an hour off into the distance and gets distracted, and then I start thinking about other things that I need to do, get overwhelmed, paralyzed, and I just sit on the couch for the rest of the day not being able to decide what to do. Because everything seems important in my brain at the same time. Everything's like equal importance. I use Mark to tell me what to do. When I get paralyzed, he comes in and he helps me break things down in my mind more, so I can just like level out a bit and figure out what to do. But I'm gonna stop yammering and I'm gonna start cutting. I just finished cutting the onions, and like usual, I'm crying. So I'm just gonna wrap them now in cling film so that I don't cry anymore. I even have the doors open and everything, and nope. And they're not like the yellow onions either. They the red ones, which should be nicer and calmer, and no. So here we go. The onions are cut, the peppers are cut. Now I need to cut the chicken And I think then we can start cooking. The chicken that I put on to boil is almost ready, and that will need to be cooled down, and then we need to shred it. But here's the little culprit. The chicken's almost cool. I have cut all of the bits that I need. There's the onions, there's the peppers, there's the spinach. Everything's basically done. We just need to start assembling. First wraps that we are gonna do is gonna be fajita ones, and we are gonna be using 2 chicken breasts for 4 wraps. So half a chicken breast in each wrap. This is 4 chicken breasts because I had 4, and I will need the other side for another recipe and this side for this recipe. Or vice versa. Whichever you want. Which side do you prefer, the left or the right? I'm getting tired, I'm sorry. I have been crying most of the day because of the onions. I was crying while cutting the spinach, while dealing with the chicken. So I'm just gonna saute this, and then I'm gonna add peppers and onions for sauteing it as well. I have about 6 peppers here, so I'm gonna be using 2 peppers worth of it, so 1/3 of all of this bowl will go in there, and the same with the onions. 4 of my recipes are using onions, so I will need to split this bowl in 4 fours, you know, and then I can use them all up. And for fajitas, I'm gonna add from my fajita mix that I mixed myself, and I will do that with the chicken. While we're waiting for the chicken to cook, for fajitas, I'm gonna shred the cooked boiled chicken that I boiled in the water with loads of salt, so it is actually very tasty, and it doesn't taste like nothing. Because most of the time when I boil chicken it tastes like bleh. And this time it's actually pretty good. So the chicken's almost cooked through, and we're just gonna be adding the peppers now. And then 1/4 of the little monsters that make me cry all of the time. Put the cling film on fast before it makes me into a watering can again. And I think I'm gonna add more spices to that because I like my fajitas really spicy. I don't measure this, I just go by. And now we cook that for about 5 minutes. It is ready now. It smells amazing. And I know it might not look that great, but it just needs to cool down now. One done. This is gonna be the second chicken wrap that we're gonna be doing, and it's gonna be the Mediterranean one. Look, I have a halo. Apparently, pans are the best weapons, according to Flynn from Rapunzel. So we're gonna cook this chicken, all of it, with pepper and salt, and then we're gonna add sweet peppers and then onions, the same as we did before. So let's put this on so it starts doing its thing while I'm continuing to shred the chicken and while the fajitas are cooling down. And there behind me in the metal one, there, I'm showing you with my elbow, there. Do you sometimes feel like you don't have enough hands and you wish that you could potentially have 4 hands? And how much you would be able to do at the same time if you had 4 hands. This goes in the dishwasher because I am not playing with the raw meat. I had the salmonella when I was very little and I almost died. So I'm very careful with raw chicken, raw eggs. I don't eat anything raw. Everything needs to be nuked to the space and back. I know it could be kind of silly, but it's just what happens when you have bad experiences in life. This recipe had the onions and the peppers chopped like smaller, diced. Doesn't mean that they are not less tasty. Okay, let's saute them for 5 to 10 minutes until the onions are kind of softish but still not like too squishy. And then I'll put it to cool next to the tikka masala. You know, I thought everything was going great. Everything was going by the plan. I was on top of the things. I was on top of the world. Except that I forgot to grate the cheese. And I'm literally just looking at it and going like, I'm missing the cheese. I was about to start assembling the fajitas. Because this one's cooled down now. And no. What we're gonna do is grate some cheese. Cheddar. I'm gonna cut all of this cheese and I'm gonna grate all of it because I think I need it. If I don't need it and if I don't use it up, then I will just use it up in other recipes. You know, because it's just gonna be grated cheese. So Mediterranean's ready and ready to cool down as well, which is great because I need to start assembling the next one. I will need to start sauteing the peppers and the onions for the barbecue one, which is gonna be the next one we are gonna tackle. So for the barbecue sauce one, we're gonna do half of these onions and then half the peppers. And because we have the chicken already boiled and shredded, we just need to saute these, cool them down, and then we can start mixing all of the sauces and everything else and then just wrap them. I've got the wraps, I got everything here. I'm ready to assemble. There's the wraps. Okay, so there's 8 wraps here. And I wanted to do 4 wraps per each recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 for fajitas, these 4 for Mediterranean. You know the gist, right? So what I'm gonna try to do is, I don't really know how they're gonna wrap. I have no idea. This is weird. It's like, how far out do I go? You know, because when I usually have fajitas, I just make it like a burrito wrap and it just like one end open and I can just cram it up to the edge. But this one, I will need to have both ends closed, so I hope that's gonna be enough. A little bit of cheese. The recipe asks for cheese. I never usually have cheese in fajitas. Don't know how it's gonna taste, but I'm gonna add some corn as well because I like corn in fajitas. And now I'm feeling like this is too full and it's gonna not close. make it stay closed? Come on. It kind of works, I think. Okay, I will continue on. Look, one end and the other end. Don't look there. There's some stuff coming out. Ready for the next ones? I have just delivered one of the sacrifices to Mark. So these ones are the fajita ones. He saw it and he was like, I want one. So now there's only two because we shared and we had lunch. We ate two. So there's not gonna be four, there's gonna be two. They were really nice. The one thing I forgot was putting in salt. So I just needed to sprinkle it on top, and I need to remember that for these ones I will have to add salt. Don't forget the salt. So the recipe asked for tzatziki sauce. So I bought some. I don't know what it is. It looks like it has cucumbers and sour cream based or something like that. So that's gonna go in. Cream usually doesn't freeze very well, but hopefully that this one does. And that will give it a little bit of like a spring feeling. And then the spinach. You could add feta to this as well, but I didn't have any, so I am not. I'm just experimenting with different ways how to roll these things. I think the best way at the moment is ends, and then you kind of gently, looks bigger than it actually is, and gently, gently, gently. There we go. And then I think I'm just gonna freeze them, and I have only 30 minutes till I need to go, and I have a meeting. I think this one's actually one of my best. I managed. They're really good. And I shall continue on this way for foreseeable future. I'll bring up every single recipe that I'm doing though. Mediterranean's finished. Another 4 wraps. I think they look really, really nice. That's gonna work really well. Now I need to make the barbecue chicken one. So that means mixing chicken with barbecue sauce. This is 3 portions worth of. I need to split it up in thirds. The recipe actually never specified how much barbecue sauce we will need to do, so I'm just gonna coat it because I really like barbecue sauce. By like, I mean like with capital letters. Let's see how much that is. In my opinion, it could have a bit more. This is just my opinion. You do not need to follow my exact weirdness. That looks pretty good. And because this chicken was boiled with salt in the water, quite a lot of salt, I think it will be salty enough, because when I ate it when it was just cooked, it was tasting perfectly fine. A little bit of cheese. I'm actually thinking if you microwave this when it comes out of the freezer, the cheese will melt. And melted cheese with barbecue sauce and chicken tastes like hunter's chicken. With some peppers mixed in. But I mean, I don't mind. I think this might be one of the good ones. And it is ready. I will just keep cracking on with this, and I shall see you when I have done all of the barbecue chicken ones. And then the next one is going to be vegetable, chicken and hummus. And I'm excited about it. Number 4, hummus one. So we just do chicken. Now that I have done the barbecue one, this chicken looks anemic. I am sorry if you can hear my birds. They are doing zoomies at the moment. They have decided it is the perfect time to do it when I'm filming. Yes. Then some bell peppers and onions. Then a hummus. I made this myself. It was very, very fun. I keep making it from time to time. I had like quite a lot this morning with carrots. I was just sitting here and munching in the morning. And then some spinach. I can't believe how much room spinach takes. Have you ever cooked spinach? Because you put it on a pan and suddenly from a mountain it goes to nothing. It looks so full when it actually just collapses underneath because all of this spinach is just being fluffy. Let's just say. Number 5, the last one. Yay! It's gonna be... Why did I sound like Mario at that point? It's gonna be Mario. I am so tired. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be buffalo chicken. So we need to have the chicken and the buffalo sauce and we mix it up. The same as we did with barbecue. So this is gonna be a spicy one. The pack came with 8, so I have 4 left, which I'm gonna freeze because you can freeze the tortillas and they defrost really easily. I sometimes have them with chocolate spread. I know it's very naughty, but I just do a chocolate spread and roll them up and it is like a really nice treat. It's like a savory pancake with sweet. Just had 3 massive like planes go over my house and they were so loud. They were so low as well. They were just so big. Okay, the buffalo one. We have mixed the chicken with the buffalo sauce and see the pattern, right? But I think these are gonna taste really, really well. So chicken, then spinach, then cheese, and then some ranch. If it will deem to come out of the bottle. And then we're just gonna roll this up like normal. I think I have gotten to be pretty good at rolling these things up now. And they are getting better and better. And I am not so afraid of rolling them anymore. Another one! 3 more and we are done for the day. And then I just need to clean up all of this mess that I have made. But it is pretty good. I'm all done. This is all that came out. I think there is 18 here because we had 2 for lunch today. And I can go and freeze these now. I am very tired. I want to go and sit down. I'm gonna go have a cup of tea and hang out with you guys in the comment section on my videos. I really appreciate every single comment that you leave me and it is so heartwarming that people comment on my videos. Thank you so much. This is gonna be lovely for my very busy morning lunches. See, I'm tired. Morning breakfasts, what I mean. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. And if you have finished the video and reached this end, would you like to subscribe and join my family of friends? Thank you very much. Bye!